Hi everybody, this is Dr. Sahota from Synapse Chiropractic, and I want to thank you for checking out this video. In today's video, we're going to talk about driving posture and position. Things that you can do to minimize the stress on your body while you're driving. So this will work for even short drives, and it'll definitely play a role in longer drives. And for those of you that are driving and commuting on a consistent basis, this will help you a lot in the long run. So number one, what we want to do is make sure that you're sitting in an upright position. So you don't want to be sitting in your car with your car seat too far forward, and you don't want that car seat too far back so that you're having to lean to do anything. So what I want you to do right when you get into the car is line that seat up so that you're in an upright position. Now here's the key. When you get into that upright position, what you want to do is adjust all your mirrors right away. So that means your rear view mirror, you're going to go ahead and adjust that. Your side mirrors, adjust those to be in the perfect spot while you're sitting in that upright position. I bet if you guys go into your car, sit down right now and check to see how your mirrors are lined up, they're going to be lined up for you sitting in a position like this where your head is leaning forward and you're having to look through the mirror like this, or you're having to look through the side mirror like this, right? If you're doing that consistently, it's going to lead to more and more problems in your head, shoulder, neck area, and that's something that we want to avoid. So sit upright, check those mirrors, and make sure they're all lined up properly while you're in that straight up position. All right, number two. So for number two, what we want to do is make sure that you're not tilting to one side or the other. Very often we see people like to use their armrest, and what they'll do is they'll drive with one hand and lean down to one side, or they'll do the opposite on the other side. You want to make sure that you keep your body in that neutral upright position. A way to verify this is, again, looking at your mirrors. If you are someone that leans off to the side, your mirrors are probably lined up so it's convenient for you to be able to see this way, but you want to keep everything upright, no tilting or leaning. And the other one is just avoid driving with one hand up like this, because it's going to force you to tilt to one side or the other. So everything upright, both hands on the wheel, keep everything in a neutral position. And tip number three. So this is for somebody that's going on a longer drive or someone that commutes on a daily basis. You want to make sure that your seat is in a good enough position, again, being neutral, so you're not leaning back, because if your seat is leaning back, it's going to force you to have to rotate in order to grab the wheel. And we just talked about using both hands on the wheel. For those of you that just refuse to do that and are going to be driving with one hand, if your seat is too far back one way, you're going to lean and rotate to one side in order to be able to reach that steering wheel, which is going to put pressure on that back on one side. And this is for people that start to notice that they get some numbness, tingling, sciatic type pain after those long drives. It's because you're rotating for a consistent amount of time. Now, what you want to do is you want to avoid that by keeping that seat in a neutral position. This is also for those of you that drive a manual. If you're driving a manual, you're forced to reach out to the side, and your foot's going to one side, your arm's going to the other. There's a lot of rotation going on. So you want to try to keep everything neutral and not force your body to have to lean more than it already is.